Hey, Cancer. Come sit with me for a minute because I just did a reading for you, and honestly, the energy that came through is something I need to share with you right away. I pulled these cards specifically about someone who is going through a major shift in how they see you, how they feel about you, and what they want to do about it. This is about reunion energy, about someone changing their whole attitude and approach. And I have to tell you, the cards are showing me some really specific things that I think you need to hear. So let me just dive right in because the first card that came out literally jumped out of the deck, and it is Death. Now, before you panic, let me explain what this card is really telling us in your situation. This is not about endings in a scary way. This is about transformation. Someone in your life, and I am getting strong energy that this is someone from your past or someone you have had conflict with, is going through a complete metamorphosis in how they view you. The Death card is telling me that their old perspective, their old attitude, their old way of treating you or thinking about you is literally dying away. It has to die because it cannot exist anymore in the face of what they are realizing about you and about what they lost or pushed away. What I am seeing with this Death card is that this person had a very fixed idea about you. Maybe they thought you would always be there. Maybe they thought you were not that important. Maybe they underestimated your value in their life. But something has happened, some kind of wake-up call or realization, and that old version of how they saw you is crumbling. The Death card always brings necessary endings so that new beginnings can emerge, and in this case, what is ending is their ignorance or their stubbornness or their pride that kept them from seeing you clearly. I am also getting that this transformation is not surface level. This is not them just missing you on a random Tuesday night. This is them fundamentally reevaluating who you are to them and what you mean in their life. The Death card energy is deep, it goes to the core, and it is irreversible. Once this shift happens, they cannot go back to seeing you the way they used to. It is like when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. You cannot stuff that butterfly back into the cocoon. They are seeing you with completely new eyes now. And honestly, Cancer, they are probably shocked at what they are seeing. They are realizing things about your worth, your strength, your importance that they were blind to before. The energy of this card is also showing me that you have gone through your own transformation. You are not the same person who was willing to accept less, or who was waiting around, or who was making yourself smaller. The Death card works both ways here. You transformed, and now watching you in your new energy, in your new power, in your new self-respect, is forcing them to transform their perception of you. They literally have no choice because the old dynamics cannot exist anymore. You evolved, and now they have to evolve how they relate to you, or they will lose access to you completely. Now, the second card I pulled is Five of Swords. And okay, this is where the reading gets really interesting because this card is telling me about the conflict or tension that existed between you two. The Five of Swords is about arguments, disagreements, someone feeling like they won a battle but actually lost the war. I am getting strong energy that this person may have said things or done things that felt like attacks on you. Maybe there were harsh words. Maybe they walked away feeling like they were right and you were wrong. Maybe they felt victorious in some argument or situation where you two clashed. But here is what the Five of Swords is really showing me. This card often represents a Pyrrhic victory, which means winning something but at too great a cost. This person might have felt like they won whatever conflict you two had. Maybe they got the last word. Maybe they walked away first. Maybe they felt justified in how they treated you. But now, in the present moment, they are realizing that their victory was hollow. They are looking back at those swords they are holding, those battles they won, and they are feeling empty. They are realizing that being right or having pride or protecting their ego cost them something so much more valuable, which is you and the connection you two had. I am seeing that this person is now in that lonely figure on the Five of Swords, looking at the other swords on the ground, watching people walk away in the background, and finally understanding that they fought the wrong battle. They were so focused on being right or protecting themselves or not being vulnerable that they pushed away something real. The energy of this card is showing me regret, Cancer. Deep regret. They are replaying conversations in their mind, thinking about things they said that they wish they could take back, remembering moments where they could have chosen love or understanding, but instead chose defensiveness or pride. What makes this even more significant is that the Five of Swords combined with the Death card tells me that their regret is what is fueling their transformation. They are not just casually thinking, oh, I miss Cancer. No, they are having those 3 a.m. realizations where they sit up in bed and think about how badly they mishandled things with you. They are having moments throughout their day where something reminds them of you and they feel that pain of loss mixed with the shame of knowing they caused it. This is the kind of energy that changes people. Cancer, this is not superficial. This is soul-level recognition that they messed up something important. The third card that came through is the Hermit, and this is so perfect because it is confirming what I am already sensing. The Hermit represents someone in a period of introspection, someone who has withdrawn to think deeply about their life and their choices. This person we are talking about, the one who is changing their attitude towards you, they are in their hermit phase right now. They have been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of quiet contemplation. And guess who keeps appearing in those contemplations? You, Cancer. You are the main character in their inner reflections right now. The hermit energy tells me that they have been alone with their thoughts, maybe physically alone or maybe just emotionally withdrawn from others, and in that solitude, they have been forced to confront the truth about what you meant to them. When you remove all the noise, all the distractions, all the pride and ego and external opinions, and you sit alone with just your heart and your truth, things become very clear. And what has become clear to this person is that you were something special, something rare, something they took for granted and now desperately miss. I am also seeing that the hermit represents wisdom gained through reflection. This person is not just missing you out of loneliness or boredom. They have actually learned something about themselves during this time apart. They have understood their own patterns, their own fears, their own ways of self-sabotaging. And part of what they have learned is recognizing how they failed to appreciate you properly when they had the chance. The hermit carries a lantern, seeking truth, and the truth they have found is that you are someone worth fighting for, someone worth changing for, someone they do not want to lose permanently. What I find really beautiful about the hermit in your reading is that it suggests their transformation is genuine. This is not impulsive. They have taken time, they have done the inner work, they have sat with uncomfortable truths about themselves. The hermit does not rush. So when this person comes back into your energy or reaches out or shows you this changed attitude, know that it is coming from a place of real reflection and growth. They have been in their cave, doing the work, and they are emerging with a different perspective on you and on what they want. Now the fourth card is the Chariot and Cancer. This is where the energy shifts from internal transformation to external action. The Chariot is all about determination, willpower, and moving forward with purpose. After going through their death transformation, after feeling the regret of the Five of Swords, after doing the Hermit's introspection, this person is now in Chariot mode. They are gearing up to do something about how they feel. They are not content to just sit in their regret or their realizations. They are making plans, building up courage, deciding how they are going to approach you, and show you that they have changed. The Chariot energy is very driven and focused. This person has a goal now, and that goal is you. They want to prove to you that they are different, that they have learned, that they are worthy of another chance. I am seeing someone who is mentally preparing, maybe even rehearsing what they want to say to you, thinking about how to demonstrate through actions and not just words that their attitude towards you has genuinely shifted. The Chariot does not move slowly or tentatively. Once this card's energy is activated, things start happening with momentum. What I want you to understand about the Chariot in this position is that this person is moving past their fear. The Chariot requires courage because you are directing these two sphinxes, these opposing forces, and moving them in one unified direction. This person has had internal conflict, parts of them that were scared or prideful or defensive, but they are now harnessing all of that and directing it towards reconciliation with you. They are overcoming their own obstacles, their own hesitation, their own worry about rejection, because their desire to reconnect with you is stronger than their fear. I am also getting that the Chariot can represent victory, and in this context, they see winning you back or repairing this connection as their victory. Not in a conquest way, but in a personal triumph way. They will feel like they succeeded at something important if they can show you they have changed and earned back your trust or your presence in their life. The energy is determined, Cancer. This is someone who has made a decision and is now taking action on it. The fifth card I pulled is Ace of Cups. And oh my goodness, this card just fills me with emotion because this is about new emotional beginnings. The Ace of Cups is that overflowing cup of love, of fresh feelings, of emotional renewal. What this is telling me is that this person is not trying to recreate what you had before. They are offering you something new. They are coming with a fresh emotional approach, with their heart actually open in a way it maybe was not before, with genuine feelings that feel different and deeper than what they showed you previously. The Ace of Cups is the beginning of a new emotional cycle, and in your situation, it represents this person wanting to start over with you, but from a completely different emotional place. If before they were guarded or unavailable or not fully present, now they are ready to pour out real emotion. If before they took you for granted or did not express appreciation, now they are overflowing with feelings they want to share with you. This is such a beautiful card because it is pure. It is the seed of something that could grow into something really fulfilling and mutual. What strikes me about the Ace of Cups here is the vulnerability it represents. Aces are raw and exposed. They are potential that has not been hurt or disappointed yet. This person is willing to be vulnerable with you in a way they were not before. They are willing to show you their real feelings, admit what you mean to them, express things they kept hidden. The cup is overflowing, meaning they have more to give you emotionally than they showed before. They held back, but now the dam has broken, and they want you to see the depth of what they actually feel. I am also seeing the Ace of Cups as representing healing. Water is healing, emotions processed and expressed are healing. This person wants to heal whatever wounds exist between you two. They want to offer you emotional repair, to tend to any pain they caused, to create a new emotional foundation that is healthier and more honest than before. The dove and the water in the Ace of Cups represent peace and purity of intention. Their approach to you now is peaceful, not combative. They come offering emotional truth, not games or manipulation. The sixth card is Ace of Pentacles and Cancer. This is so significant because it is showing me that this is not just about feelings. The Ace of Pentacles is about tangible offers, real-world commitment, practical demonstrations of intention. If Ace of Cups is the emotional offering, Ace of Pentacles is the material offering. This person wants to show you through actions, through real changes in how they show up, through concrete efforts, that they are serious about this shift in their attitude towards you. The Ace of Pentacles can represent offers of stability, security, commitment, something solid and lasting. In the context of reunion and someone changing their attitude, this tells me they are thinking long-term. They are not interested in something casual or temporary. They want to build something real with you, something that has foundation and structure. If before they were wishy-washy or non-committal, now they are ready to offer you something you can actually count on. They want to plant a seed with you that grows into something enduring. I am getting that this person may actually make tangible offers or gestures. Maybe they want to plan actual future things with you. Maybe they want to make real changes to their life to accommodate a relationship with you. Maybe they are ready to commit in ways they were not before. The Ace of Pentacles is about new financial or material beginnings too. So in some cases, this could even be about someone who wants to invest in a future with you, who sees you as someone to build a life with, not just someone to pass time with. The practical nature of Pentacles also tells me this person has thought through the logistics of reconnecting with you. They are not just caught up in emotion. They have actually considered how this could work, what they would need to do differently, how they can prove themselves through consistent action over time. The Ace of Pentacles is slow and steady energy. It is the tortoise, not the hare. They are prepared to put in real work, real effort, real time to show you this change is permanent. Now the seventh card is Nine of Swords, and this card is really validating what I have been feeling throughout this reading. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, sleepless nights, mental torment, worry, and fear. This person has been suffering with their thoughts about you, Cancer. This is that card of sitting up at night, unable to sleep because you are plagued by regret and worry. They have been torturing themselves mentally about how things ended with you, about things they said or did, about the possibility that they have lost you for good. The Nine of Swords shows me someone who cannot escape their own thoughts. During the day, they can maybe distract themselves, but at night, when everything is quiet, you are all they think about. They replay conversations. They imagine scenarios where they did things differently. They worry about whether you hate them, whether you have moved on, whether there is any chance you would hear them out. This mental anguish is part of what is driving their transformation and their determination to reach out or change things. What I find significant about the Nine of Swords is that it shows the depth of their emotion through the pain of their thoughts. If they did not care, they would not be losing sleep. If you did not matter, they would not be mentally tormented. The fact that this card appears tells me that you occupy so much space in their mind and their worry and their fear. They are scared they ruined the best thing they had. They are anxious that you will not forgive them or give them another chance. They are tormented by their own mistakes and the consequences of their previous attitude towards you. The Nine of Swords also represents guilt. They feel guilty about how they treated you, about not appreciating you, about letting ego or pride or fear make their decisions instead of love. That guilt is heavy. It sits on them, and it is part of what is motivating their desire to make things right. They cannot live with how things are. The status quo is painful for them. They need to try to fix this because their conscience and their heart will not let them just move on and forget about you. The eighth card is Seven of Pentacles, and this is really interesting because it represents someone who is assessing their harvest, looking at what they have grown or built in their life, and evaluating whether they are satisfied. In your reading, This card is showing me that this person has been taking stock of their life, looking at what they have, and realizing that something major is missing. That something is you, Cancer. The Seven of Pentacles is that pause where you step back and really look at the results of your choices and your efforts. This person has done that evaluation, and what they are seeing is that their life without you is lacking something essential. Maybe they have other things going well, career or other areas, but emotionally they feel like they are not where they want to be. They planted certain seeds in their life, made certain choices, and now they are looking at the results and feeling disappointed or incomplete. I am getting that the Seven of Pentacles represents patience and timing. This person has been waiting for the right moment to approach you or show you their changed attitude. They have not rushed in impulsively. They have been watching, assessing, trying to figure out the right way and right time. 7 is a number of contemplation and spiritual development, so they have been using this time to actually prepare themselves mentally and emotionally for reconnection. They do not want to mess this up again, so they are being more thoughtful than they were before. The Seven of Pentacles can also indicate someone who is willing to put in sustained effort for long-term gain. They understand that earning back your trust or rebuilding a connection will not happen overnight. They are mentally prepared for a process, not expecting instant results. This is very different energy from someone who wants quick gratification. They are willing to be patient, to prove themselves over time, to cultivate something slowly if that is what it takes. They see you as worth the investment of their time and effort. The 9th card is 5 of Cups, and Cancer, this is the grief and sadness card. This person is mourning what was lost between you two. The 5 of Cups shows someone focused on the spilled cups, the relationships or opportunities that did not work out, and feeling genuine sorrow about it. This is not just regret. This is grief. They are sad about losing you, about how things deteriorated, about the connection that exists now only in memory, rather than in present reality. What I see with the 5 of Cups is someone who keeps looking back at what you two had, focusing on the good times, the moments of real connection, the potential that existed, and feeling deep sadness that it is gone. They are in that space of mourning where they cannot yet see the 2 cups still standing behind them because they are so focused on what was spilled. You are their spilled cups, Cancer. You are what they grieve. But here is what is important about the 5 of Cups. There are 2 cups still standing. There is still something that can be salvaged or rebuilt. There is still potential. And I think part of their journey is beginning to turn around and see those standing cups, beginning to have hope that maybe everything is not lost. Maybe there is still a chance. The river in the background of this card represents the flow of emotions, and eventually they will have to cross that bridge and move forward. But right now they are in the grief stage of processing what losing you means to them. The 5 of Cups confirms that their sadness is genuine. They are not faking emotion to manipulate you. They are truly sorrowful about how things went. They wish they could go back and do things differently. That grief is part of what is changing them. When you feel the real weight of loss, when you understand what you had only after it is gone, that changes you. They are learning through pain, through absence, through the emptiness of life without you. And that lesson is the catalyst for their changed attitude. The 10th and final card I pulled is 9 of Pentacles, and I want to end with this because it is such an empowering card for you, Cancer. The 9 of Pentacles is about self-sufficiency, independence, luxury, and enjoying the fruits of your own labor. This card is telling me that while all of this is happening with this other person, their transformation and their changing attitude and their desire for reunion, you are in your own power. You are thriving independently. You are not sitting around waiting or pining. You are in your 9 of Pentacles energy, enjoying your life, focused on yourself, content in your own company. This card is so important because it shows that you are not coming from a place of need. You do not need this person to come back or change their attitude for you to be okay. You are already okay. You are more than okay. You are in your garden, surrounded by abundance that you created. You are wearing your fine robes of self-respect and self-love. You have your falcon of wisdom and discernment with you. You are not desperate for anyone's validation or attention because you have built a beautiful life for yourself. The 9 of Pentacles tells me that when this person does approach you with their changed attitude, with their offers of new beginnings, you will be evaluating it from a place of strength. You will be asking yourself, does this ADD to my already abundant life? Or is it a step backwards? You will not accept crumbs because you are feasting at your own table. This person needs to come correct. They need to come with something real and substantial, because you are not the same person who accepted less or who was available for half-hearted efforts. What I love about the 9 of Pentacles as your final card is that it gives you all the power in this situation. Yes, this person is changing. Yes, they are having realizations. Yes, they want reunion. But you get to decide if that is something you want, or if you are perfectly content continuing to cultivate your own garden without them. You are not waiting by the window for them to show up. You are living your best life, and they are lucky if you even give them an opportunity to be part of it. So, Cancer, let me bring all of these cards together for you. Someone is going through a major transformation in how they see you and how they feel about you. The Death card showed that transformation, the end of old perceptions, and the birth of new understanding of your worth. The Five of Swords showed their regret about conflicts and their realization that winning arguments cost them something precious. The Hermit showed their deep introspection and soul-searching where you have been the central figure in their thoughts. The Chariot showed their determination to take action and move towards reunion with you. The Ace of Cups showed their offer of fresh emotional beginnings, real vulnerability, and overflowing feelings. The Ace of Pentacles showed their desire to make tangible commitments and build something real and lasting with you. The Nine of Swords showed their mental torment, sleepless nights, and anxiety about having lost you. The Seven of Pentacles showed their assessment of their life and realization that you are what is missing. The Five of Cups showed their genuine grief and sadness about the loss of connection with you. And finally, the Nine of Pentacles reminded you that you are powerful, independent, and thriving on your own. You do not need anyone to complete you. You have created abundance for yourself. So if and when this person comes with their changed attitude and their desires for reunion, you evaluate it from your place of strength and choose what truly serves your highest good. The overall energy here is definitely pointing towards reunion possibilities, towards this person making moves, towards a shift in dynamics between you two. But the Nine of Pentacles makes it clear that this reunion will only happen on terms that honor you, that respect you, that add to your life, rather than complicate it. You hold all the cards here, Cancer. Someone is changing for you, but you do not owe them anything. You get to choose if their transformation is enough, if their changed attitude is genuine enough, if what they offer now is worthy of the amazing person you have become. I hope this reading gave you some clarity about the energy surrounding you right now and about what is happening in this person's heart and mind when it comes to you. Trust your intuition, trust your worth, and know that whatever you decide, you are going to be absolutely fine because you are already whole and abundant all on your own.